Not done yet, just getting underway. Up next, the men take the ice. 3 world champions, Alexei Yagudin, Todd Eldredge, and Elvis Stojko leading the way when we come back to Skate Canada. And we welcome you back inside what is the largest arena in this province. Saskatchewan Place. Skate Canada continues here. We turn our attention to the men's short program. Now, through one event of 6 in the Grand Prix of figure skating, it's Timothy Gable, the reigning U.S. champ, who has the lead. He won the gold medal at Skate America. He's over Honda Aft. Michael Weiss currently in 4th place. Terry Gannon back with Dick Button, Todd Eldredge, Elvis Stojko, Alexei Yagudin. Not a bad trio here for the men in the short program. World champions all. And you might say, well, it's still early in the season, but Dick, you can never say that in an Olympic year.
Well, you know, you've got to remember that this competition takes place in early November. Now, the Olympics aren't until February. Explain to me, how the devil do you peak here and then sustain that level for another 3 months? I'll tell you, it's mighty tough. And each skater has to develop his own way, his own graph of tension, when and how to put the pressure on, and when to back off. Now, already Alexei Yagudin overtrained and blew it at the Goodwill Games. And Todd Eldredge refuses to perform his Olympic routine here, hoping not to get stale. And Elvis? Well, just watch the steady, careful route he takes. And also, while you're at it, don't forget the story of the tortoise and the hare, and who got to the finish line first.
Well, up first, the 3-time world champion, Alexei Yagudin. The tortoise or the hare, we'll have to wait to figure that one out. But for Yagudin, every time he takes the ice this season, he tries to put himself in that Olympic mindset.
So I just want to enter each event like totally prepared. And so far, I'm really good. But we'll see. I mean, this is life, so we never know what's going to happen. But just looking forward to skate clean and just to make it like as a practice for the Olympics.
Well, I'm not sure you can make anything a practice for the Olympics, even these competitions here, Dick.
Well, I think that's a lot of nonsense. I think they all are nervous as they come and treat this as just the most important thing for this particular moment in their life.
The world champion, 98, 99, and in 2000, captured the silver medal at Worlds last year. Alexei Yagudin.
He's had a very dramatic persona. This, his most difficult move, a quadruple toe combination. Quadruple, triple toe. That was a beauty. And did you notice how carefully he took it? The timing he gave it, the space he gave it. It's a triple axel. What makes this difficult is the forward edge.
Skate Canada last season that Yagudin may have put together the best performance of anyone all season. A quad, 8 triples in his free skate and a standing ovation.
Look at how fast the footwork is in this circular step. He reverses his positions, does toe work as well as fast turns. And a very tight short edge into a triple Lutz jump. Now look at this straight line footwork. Wonderful stepping, wonderful. A lot of this is the support and interest and enthusiasm of his coach, Tatiana Tarasova. Here's a combination spin. And a final sit, change, sit. Cannonball position. Back sit spin. Very nice. Good drama. Wonderful. I call it dramatique. It's almost like it's so stylized. Very elegant. Very good.
Hello, Olympic season.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
You know, he lost all that weight. You mentioned the overtraining before the Goodwill Games and had a disappointing finish there at third, but he's put some weight back on. He looks like he's in as good a shape as we've ever seen him.
Yep. And happy, too.
Yeah.
I think happy that he skated well and did the best that he could.
Off to a great start here at Skate Canada on his way to Salt Lake City, Alexei Yagudin.
Now the quadruple toe loop that he does here, watch him step back, rise into this, land with a low back, but a nice swinging motion and a steady motion. He kind of has a tendency to land his double and triple jumps with a low back. That's not quite as elegant as it could be. But look at this triple axel. Now watch him step up into it, and then again watch the landing to see if he drops his back. You can't really quibble too much with that, but it does hurt the line. See there again, he has that little dip over. But some of the great fun in this competition and this program was this straight line footwork. Look at this. That's zingy. That's sort of Fred Astaire and his nicest as far as ice skating is concerned. Very tough to do toe work when you're on the ice.
And here are the judges. This is a panel of 7 working the short programs at Skate Canada. As always, there are 8 required elements in the short program. The quad, a key for the men. You don't have to try it, but it's almost a death wish at this level not to try it in the short. And there are deductions for missing these, Dick.
And they're all over the lot. If you fall on a jump, you can be anywhere from 3 to 4/10 of a point. If you step out of a jump, 2 to 3/10 of a point. If you touch down even, it's 1 to 2/10 of a point. All I can say is don't make a mistake.
5-8.
Looking as good as we've seen him, especially to start a year. Now the first set of marks for Alexei Yagudin. How about those 5-8s across the board?
Well, that shows nice unison, nice consistent thought upon the part of the judges. And it's specific. Oh, and so is that.
5-9s across the board. And Dick, if he were the first to skate, you might see some 6.0s up there. They always leave some room. Wow. That will be tough to match. But up next, Elvis Stojko in front of a home crowd here at Skate Canada, more determined than ever in this, his final competitive season.
It goes beyond just simply winning a gold medal. It goes to personal satisfaction and something that I can feel fulfilled and leave behind and then move on with my life.
Our next competitor, Elvis
Meanwhile, we're underway
Stojko.
with the men's short program, and what a start we've had. Alexei Yagudin nearly perfect, and now it's up to the king, who's back in the building in Canada, Elvis Stojko, the 2-time Olympic silver medalist, 3-time world champion.
This music particularly suited to his style. This is his quadruple combination. First a quadruple toe. And a sit down. So it never got to be a combination. And of course, the quadruple wasn't completed.
Hasn't been able to do the quad in a couple of seasons, mostly due to injury.
But he's a magnificent jumper. This triple axel, the forward outside edge. That was neat and clean. Forward to a back sit spin. Good tight movement here. Straight line step. Wide open axle sit spin. The second step combination, serpentine this time. Good speed, good energy. Final combination, first a camel, sit spin, and a forward scratch spin. You don't see many of these. And a back sit spin. Now watch him pull the back spin. Hands over the head, nice spin. Good combination. Well, except for that one bad error on that quadruple jump combination, this was one heck of a good program. Good energy, good, just precise skating and precise movement. When he has it, he has it. And he did tonight.
I think if you like powerful skating, it's been a treat so far. First, Alexei Yagudin, and then Elvis Stoico, two of the strongest in skating anywhere.
Good energy, good strength, good, speed. Really the best.
Last year out with an injury all the way up until the World Championships, a disappointing 10th place finish there, but Elvis Stoico back here in Canada.
Now the quadruple combination right here. Watch as he steps back, toe picks, gets up. Good revolution, almost out, but he just couldn't hold it or stop the revolution. And here on this triple axel, watch this forward outside edge, that dangerous forward outside edge. Wonderful turn and revolution on that. That was a good jump. And finally here you see the speed and the energy in this serpentine footwork. Look at the change of the arm motions, the edging, the jump part of it all together. This is tough going around and going in different parts of direction.
For required elements, remarks.
Elvis, of course, now trains in Aston, Pennsylvania with Ushi Kessler. We'll see what the judges thought of that performance now. You mentioned the mistake, the fall on the quad, but...
Of course, that's a dangerous move, and it's also a very expensive cost to him. I think it'll knock him out of the, certainly coming anywhere near to the close contention. What I don't see, though, is in some of these marks is the real change in them. My gosh. Look at that. A 4.9 to 4.9.
5.2.
4.9, the low marks, and it's
4.9.
hard to fathom, up to 5.5.
Oh, I think that was pretty crucial right there.
5.5, 5.6.
The first set for required element, 4.9, a couple of them.
5.5.
Well, those are low.
And now presentation marks 5.5 to 5.7 for Elvis Stoico. Bit of a disappointment there. Up next, the next generation of skater is represented. 17-year-old American Johnny Weir takes the ice when we return to Skate Canada.
Was supposed to have been a triple combination, but the lean on the first jump, I think, prevented him from getting the triple out of the second part of it. This is the very difficult triple axel. Watch the forward edge. You see that? He didn't step up into the jump. It's almost as if he didn't jump up the stairs when you're going up. Didn't get the height. The spin steady, centered, and he's nicely down into a sitting position with a good back and a good stretched free leg.
Johnny is currently taking correspondence courses to get his high school degree. The 2001 Junior World Champion.
Cross-footed the landing, didn't get far enough around. I think the pressure here probably is quite heavy on him. Not
often that a 17-year-old like Johnny Weir is in the same group with Alexei Yagudin, Elvis Stoico. That's 6 world titles between the two of them.
Well, I wish I could say it was a stronger performance because I think he's an elegant skater with good line and good edging and some very nice movements and spins and positions. And, I like his skating. It just was not his best performance.
Do you remember a time when you were a youngster on the way up with some big names in the same group or in the same event that perhaps you were a little intimidated?
Better yet, I can remember a time when I was 16 and fell all over the ice. It made me madder than the devil.
Didn't happen often after that, though. Johnny Weir.
Now, Johnny Weir stepped into this triple axel with a little bit more difficulty than he should have had. Didn't get the height, double-crossed his feet, completed the revolution on the ice, and, of course, that killed it.
Since his Junior World Championship, he's had a tough summer. Broke his wrist, crashing into the boards, 4 other collisions at his practice rink, and shin splints. So it's been a while coming back from that. The first set now for required elements, 3.8 to 4.4.
Yeah, well, they're very low, but he made several major mistakes, and that was inevitable.
Now, presentation 4.8 to 5.2 for the 17-year-old Johnny Weir. When we come back, it'll be the 5-time U.S. champ, Todd Eldredge, taking the ice after nearly 2 seasons away. Last year, he returned to eligible skating with one thought on his mind: capturing the only medal that has eluded him thus far throughout his career, an Olympic medal.
I think last year, coming back after having a couple of years of a break, if you will, it was tough at the beginning to kind of get into things and to feel like I belonged again. To do the first couple competitions, things didn't go great, but it was kind of a learning experience all over again for me, and by the end of the year, I think obviously things turned out really well, and to make the world team, which was my goal last year, and to have the results that I had at the World Championships, finishing 3rd, was definitely more than I would have expected going into the season.
Alexei Yagudin can kick back and watch the rest of the men's short program here because his work is done. He's got the lead over Elvis Stoico at this point, but here is the 30-year-old from Chatham, Massachusetts, 5-time U.S. champ Todd Eldredge beginning his Olympic season. 4th at the Olympics the last time around. He has yet to win a medal, and that's what he wants to do in Salt Lake City.
And look at how much time he took just finding his spot on the ice to start from. Jumpin' Jack, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
I laugh every time you say that.
I love it. But if he completes this combination, I won't laugh. It's a quad toe, triple toe, hand down, and a turn into the double toe. Not good. There's a deduction there, too, sure.
Always a question as to whether Todd's going to try the quad in the short program, but with Alexei Yagudin being so good, it would almost be a concession that he can't beat him if he didn't try it.
Well, I like the fact that he did a quadruple and at least got all the way around and didn't fall. That shows good, solid evidence right there that he can do a quad. this demonstrates his real ability at spinning. Look at how tight the centering is. The spinning circles on the ice are right exactly in one spot. He's solid as a rock in spins. Watch the curves that he does here as he steps into this back Lutz. Very tight entrance, but a very poor landing. He just didn't hold the edge. Punched it around. That wasn't good. Straight line steps. It'd be nice if he could stretch out the legs there. That would sort of make those moves look a little crisper and a little more sharper. But watch this final combination spin. First the camel. Now sit spin. Look at the speed he's getting. Back sit spin. Cannonball position. Up top. And a straight back scratch with the hands over the head. That's spiffy.
Does anybody do that better?
I think the back spin has been done by a lot of people well over the years. Yeah, Ronnie Robertson could.
No, I mean today.
Not that I know of, although I've seen some awfully good back scratches developing as a result of his success at this spin.
Todd Eldredge, 30 years of age. Last year, skated in a couple of Grand Prix events. In Skate Canada, he came in second behind Yagudin. It's Alexei who has the lead right now. We'll wait to see what the judges think of Todd's effort here in the short program as he gets his Olympic season underway here in Saskatoon.
Todd was the oldest man to land the quad when he did it first in October 2000. But look here, he stretches up, he double toes the landing, he puts his hand down, and then, of course, he has to step out and do an extra turn to do the triple toe. Here on the triple axel, though, he had good tight edges, nice height, and completed the jump just fine. Now on this triple Lutz, watch as he does these steps. Now here he is on a back outside edge, and watch this as he toe picks, gets up into the air, turns. It's not a good height. He's already in bad position as he lands on the outside edge.
The first medal that Todd won at the World Championships, it was back in 1991. Here we are 10 years later. He's 30 years old. He's won 6 overall, tying him with Hez Jenkins and Dick Button for the most by American men. First set of marks. Look at that, 4.8, the low mark, Dick.
Well, that's all right because he made, remember, one major error and one wasn't so very good. So that was the problem with it.
Presentation marks are better, though.
Somewhat better, but not as good as the rest.
So Todd Eldredge into third place behind Yagudin and Stoiko. When we return, it's the final skater here in the men's short program, and he's a home favorite here. Emmanuel Sandhu, the Canadian champion, takes the ice next. 3 of the top names in the sport as your top 3 right now. Alexei Yagudin, Elvis Stoiko, and Todd Eldredge as the 20-year-old from Richmond Hill, Ontario, takes the ice. Emmanuel Sandhu, the current Canadian champion. From the same hometown as Elvis Stoiko.
And he is an exceedingly elegant, inventive, and creative skater. Now he can do a quad. I don't know if he will here, but if he's going to do it, it will be here in this combination. First a quad. Very nice, very nice. And a triple toe followed with it. He had trouble with that in practice. Isn't it nice to see here? And he's not been reliable in his jumps up to this point, and that's hurt him. But he is one spectacular stylist. Here's a triple axel. Good boy. Well, I really respect a skater who is talented and stylish and elegant and then can pull off triple jumps, particularly when they've had problems with it.
Started out as a dancer, actually spent 8 years at the National Ballet School in Toronto. Mother is from Rome, his father from India. They met here in Canada.
Now, this is a triple Lutz. Look at how short this back outside entry is right there. I couldn't quite see that, but I think that there may have been a little bit of a double foot there. But the heck with that. Look at this position in this forward camel. 8 revolutions necessary. Now watch this position. That is spectacular. Straight line footwork. Leave it to him to be musical. Circular footwork. Really. And a final combination spin. Good camel position. Good sit spin. Great bend over spin.
This crowd couldn't wait to stand up at the end.
You know something? I couldn't either. That was inventive. It was original. It was unusual. He took gambles with it. But most important of all, he got through doing the really things, the quadruple and triple jumps that he's had trouble with and that are as good as you can find almost everywhere. I mean, I really take my hat off to this guy for this performance. Good for him.
It's amazing. After he hit that first combination, the first element, the confidence in how it grew and grew. What a performance here in this short program for Emmanuel Sandhu, the Canadian champ.
Now, this triple axel, watch the step up, the revolution, and the security of the landing. There he steps up into it very nicely, completes it, and has a good, smooth, outflowing edge. Nice. Now, this footwork, and look here how short that edge is leading into this triple Lutz. Usually everybody takes a long time to do it. I almost thought he two-footed it there. It was a little hard to see on our monitor, but I've got to tell you, it was a nice jump.
Now his coach, Joanne McLeod, has been there all the way through with him. Used to be the coach for Elvis Stojko in his younger days. The first set of marks now, 5-6, 5-7.
Well, I think they could have even been more generous with that because the quality of his spins, which is not respected, were superb.
Look at those, though, for presentation, Dick.
And his presentation is some of the best in the world, and they are just not giving him the full credit for that.
Well, so much for the big three. Emmanuel Sandhu just crashed the party. He's right behind Alexei Yagudin, who is darn near perfect here in the short program. Stojko is in third, and Eldridge now will need some help to win the gold medal. Standing by with the 3-time world champion and leader is Susie Wynn.
Alexei, congratulations. A brilliant performance in the short program. You told us earlier that the summer it was difficult because you overtrained. Here, you looked ready, happy, better than ever. What made the difference for you?
Yeah, I'm really pleased with my skating tonight. And what about my summer camp and the summer practicing? Yeah, I was doing more than I had to do. So I overdid everything in warm-ups, skating, thinking about figure skating. So everything was more than enough. And right now, I changed myself back, and I'm still the same Alexei, and I'm laughing, smiling, late to the practices, and just talking to everyone, and that's helped me. And that's, in fact, my figure skating, my skating in the good way. So right now, I feel really good.
Well, you look really good and better than that. Congratulations and good luck in the free program. Carrie, back to you.
All right, Susie, thank you. Can Alexei Yagudin hold on and win the gold medal here in his first Grand Prix event of the season? We'll find out over on ABC Sports Sunday afternoon, beginning at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. He has the lead heading into that free skate. The ladies skate for gold at that time as well. Not